First game up, we got the Minnesota Twins walking it off yet again against the Indians. Max Kepler goes yard here in the first inning off Cal Quantrill. He just rakes against the Indians. It's insane. Next up, we got Bradley Zimmer hits a 450-foot moonshot to dead center. My goodness. Josh Donaldson gets a double and ties it up. Both teams trade jabs in the sixth. Cleveland has the lead, and then Ryan Jeffers nearly goes 430 feet as this one has to go into extra innings, where Jorge Polanco, almost like deja vu, walks it off. Max Kepler is the winning run. Twins are on a 3-game winning streak, and the Twins are 7-3 in their last 10. Speaking of madness, the NL wild card is just that. The Reds are gunning for the number 2 spot. We'll talk about the Padres in just a second, but they could be at risk of losing it to the Cincinnati Reds because the Reds have the Rookie of the Year favorite Jonathan India, and then the Punisher Aristides Aquino goes 435 feet, and Wade Miley was special. He's been really good this year. Joey Votto gets his 2,000th career hit. To me, Joey Votto is a future Hall of Famer, and that ignites an 8-run 7th inning for the Cincinnati Reds. India drives in 3 runs with a double. Farmer goes yard, and Joey Votto hits a sac fly to make it 12-0. Tucker Barnhart goes yard for a 2-run homer, makes it 14-5, and then Schwindel. I think the Reds are a very scary team going into the last month of the season. The reason why I say that is because the Padres have not been playing the best baseball as of late because their pitching staff hasn't really been that good since the All-Star break. They lost 6-5 yesterday. Connor Joe is having himself a really good breakout season. He was 415 feet deep in the other way in the first inning, and then Trevor Story doubles in the first inning as Chuck Nasty hits a 2-run homer off Ryan Weathers. He has really struggled this year. In 19 innings since the All-Star break, he has given up 25 earned runs. That's a whopping 12 ERA. Connor Joe not only comes up clutch with the stick, he comes up with a diving catch to rob Jake Cronenworth. Manny Machado grounds a RBI single, and then Trent Grisham hits a 3-run homer to tie it up. And this one, just like the Minnesota game, has to go to extra. Just kidding. CJ Crone hits a walk-off blast, and the Rockies win it. And now they're 1 game ahead in second place in the wild card. And if that pitching keeps being bad, I think the Reds can flip-flop. The San Francisco Giants are so good. They do everything right, and they have one of the most underrated rosters in baseball. Wilmer Flores gets an RBI single to get in. Then Pete Alonso gets a big meat Pete triple. Nimmo scores, and that ties it up at 2. And then Dom Smith hits a sac fly for the Mets to take the lead. And then KB hits a 2-run bomb to give the Giants a lead. Then later on in the game, Brandon Belt hits a pinch hit home run. And again, KB hits a home run. And they go back-to-back, and the Giants take a 6-3 lead. Mets came back a little bit, but they still end up losing this ball game 7-5. If you're a Mets fan, you gotta be worried right now. They're back at 500, and they're 3.5 games back of the Atlanta Braves. Winning the NL East is their only chance of making the playoffs. Dodgers versus the Pirates. A young stud, Andre Jackson, was called up from AAA to pitch, and he was incredible in his debut. He had 4 shutout innings and 5 strikeouts and only 2 hits allowed. He got some help allowed with a throw from Billy McKinney on the dot to Justin Turner. Stephen Brault was really good. 6 shutout innings, allowing 3 hits. It was 0-0 until Cody Bellinger just forgets how to throw a baseball again. It cost the Dodgers a run, but then Billy McKinney again ties it up, and then Max Muncy gives the Dodgers the lead on his 26th home run of the year, and then Kenley Jansen gets the save, and the Dodgers win it. Next game up, we got Toussaint and the Braves going on the road against the Miami Marlins, and they beat the Marlins. It wasn't even close. Freddie Freeman hits a 3-run homer, and then Austin Riley gets a double. Braves are doing something special in the last couple of weeks. Dansby Swanson has been raking. Adam Duvall in his first return back to Miami hits one 445 as the Braves take an 8-2 lead. Ozzie Albies 2 RBI single makes it 10-2. His 82nd and 83rd RBI as a second baseman, that is not easy to do. That just shows how potent the Braves offense is. Tukey with a very solid start. He got 7 strikeouts. Travis d'Arnaud gets a double. And the Braves take a 12-2 dub in Miami. And we are 1.5 games ahead of the Phillies. And that entire infield for Atlanta has 20. We got Gerrit Cole back from the injured list, and they needed him to be a big-time pitcher yesterday, and he was. Strikes out Shohei Ohtani. Even though he gave up a home run to Justin Upton, that was going to happen. Justin Upton owns Gerrit Cole. Joey Gallo answers with a 2-run shot, 112 off the bat. Joey Gallo now has 4 home runs, 8 RBIs in 17 games. He's been good with the Yankees. Gerrit Cole shuts down the Angels for the rest of the game. And Jonathan Davis with his pretty sick running catch to end the inning. Cole has 9 strikeouts in 6 innings. Zach Britton gets the strikeout to end the inning. Luke Voigt grounds into a double play to end the inning, but Chad Green ends it on a strikeout. And the Yankees win it, and they have a 3-game winning streak, and they are 1.5 games back in second place of the wild card. The Rays had a pretty easy win yesterday against the Orioles. Austin Meadows kickstarts the scoring with a 2-run triple. Kevin Kiermaier and Brandon Lau both hitting home runs in the 5th. Then we got Joey Wendell hitting an RBI double to end the scoring in the 5th. Then Brett Phillips gets an inside-the-park home run. This guy is just so much fun to watch. Brandon Lau hits his 2nd home run of the game. He has 28 home runs on the season. He has 42 home runs in the last 162 games. He is just insane. Mike Brasso goes yard to dead center, and now it's 9-1. Jorge Mateo is on a 7-game hitting streak for the Orioles. Next up, we got the White Sox versus the A's. Matt Chapman hits a home run, 4 over his last 7 games, to go along with a .429 batting average. Sebi Savala brings in a run. Then Eloy smokes a double, scores a run. Sebi gets another RBI bunt, makes it 4-2. Then Craig Kimbrel, was disgusting. He made history. And Louis Bob waits on the off-speed pitch and now has 14 home runs and 14 stolen bases in his first 87 games. Liam Hendricks is back and better than he's ever been. He strikes out the side for his 27th save versus former team. And Craig Kimbrel with the 2 strikeouts ties 100 pitchers to get 1,000 strikeouts. But he is just a stud. Craig Kimbrel, this might have been the game of the day. Both teams were trading jabs back and forth the entire game. It was tied going into the 6th, and then Carlos Correa goes 433 feet, and Hunter Dozier says, anything you can do, I can do better. He ties it up and goes 134 feet. Carlos Santana grabs the lead, but Houston ties it up back in the 8th inning, and we're tied at 5. And then Salvi Perez with a 2-run double, and they win the game 7-6. And that's the end of the recap. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's videos, leave a like and subscribe. I'm just sent it to this day in MLB history.